Wow, what a great business. You just invest and you sit back as the money rolls in. But is that really the case? Today we're going to look at the Anytime Fitness franchise. So let me start off by saying that there are many franchisees that have done phenomenally well with Anytime Fitness. When the model works, it works fantastically. And you can have a passive business that provides predictable income. Now, of course, that's the side you're going to hear from the franchisor. But as always, we like to give you the other side of the story so you can make a balanced and an educated decision. So starting out, taken from the 2018 FDD, the cost to open an Anytime Fitness Center is going to range between $131,000 and $722,000. Keep in mind that figure includes your working capital for your first 3 months and assumes you are also going to be leasing your gym equipment. If you buy your gym equipment, you can count on about $140,000 extra. There's also something called an Anytime Express, Fitness Express location. We're not going to cover that today. So for fees, you're going to pay $549 a month to Anytime Fitness. There's an advertising fee of $300 a month. You're going to be required to invest about $8,000 to $18,000 on a grand opening and ramp-up program. When you first open your doors, you're going to pay 50 cents for every member of your club monthly on the Anytime Health membership. That's mandatory to a maximum of $225 for a single location or $675 if you have multiple locations. There's a global access fee of $249 a month. Training suite fees are $149 per center. So those are the fees, but how much can you make with an Anytime Fitness? Well, if we look at the 2018 Item 19 financials taken from the Anytime Fitness FDD, they've provided earnings suggestions for 500, 865, and 1150 member scenarios. Now, the earnings are before debt expense, depreciation, interest, and taxes, and they're $9,900 for a 500 member location. And if you read the fine print, that number assumes that you are working at the center yourself. If you've installed a manager right from the start, you'll actually be at a loss, so make sure you read the fine print there. The next level up is $99,800 for an 865 member location, and these following numbers do assume that you have a manager installed, and it's $192,000 for an 1,150 member location. Now keep in mind that representation assumes that all members stay for 1 full year with zero attrition, and also that you don't get any new members, which is not really realistic. Now, these numbers were based on an estimated value of $371.90 per year per member and a club size and approximate rental costs related to 5,000 square feet. But how many members is an average club going to have? That's what we need to know. Well, if we look again at the Item 19 in the FDD, we see Anytime Fitness gives the average of 697 monthly paying members and a median of 646. Pay per visit member count was 168 average, median of 101. Now the lowest membership in their system was 177, the highest was 3316. And these numbers essentially paint the picture in many people's mind. All they see is they're going to have these 697 plus 168, that's an average of 865. I'm going to expect $100,000 a year. That's pretty good, right? Now, if you're emotionally driven through the FDD, that's the only number you're going to see. Hey, I'm going to earn $100,000. It's going to be easy, and that's the average. But there's a lot of other considerations you really need to understand, such as paragraph 6 in the Item 19, which is related to training income. Now, this is really important. There's certain clubs that didn't report personal training income of $1,500 monthly. They were just not included in the numbers, okay? So underperforming personal training numbers were removed from that. And remember, franchisors have the ability to present these numbers in their financials any way that they like. Now, also remember that these numbers are before debt expense, depreciation, interest, and your taxes. Always make sure that you've read the entire FDD, including the fine print. You've seen all the points, and always have a competent franchise lawyer advise you. Now, the growth of Anytime Fitness has been strong. They've opened almost 400 new locations in the past 3 years. Litigation is almost zero, which is truly amazing for a franchise of this size. So that's quite a positive. But hold on, when you look at 400 locations opening, that sounds like no locations have closed, doesn't it? Well, if you Google quickly Anytime Fitness closed, you're going to see otherwise. There's quite a few locations that have actually closed. Now, one of the initiatives that we suggest our clients do and we engage with is to contact these people who have closed their locations, and their names will be listed in the FDD. Ask them what happened. That's going to be very, very inexpensive way for you to find out what these mistakes are. Now, this is how we make an educated decision, not just by speaking with the top franchisees, but to speak with the ones that closed up or maybe aren't doing that well. Now, all franchises that you're going to look at will have obstacles. They'll have negatives that you need to be aware of, and you need to be confident that you can overcome them. Now, if you're seriously considering buying a gym franchise, I want to bring something to your attention in terms of the operational model. Now, the goal, if you're truly seeking a passive franchise, which most people are, that's the goal within Anytime Fitness, is to hire someone to run your business while you focus on other things. Maybe you've got a job or other businesses. Now, in a gym franchise, keep in mind, the success is completely dependent on the person that you hire, much more so than, say, a hair salon, by virtue of the client acquisition process. So a hair salon manager, what they do, they welcome people, they run the salon. It's a pretty easy hire and pretty easy job to do. So, well, I shouldn't say that, but it's relatively easy to find people who have that skill set. Also, customers just walk in and they have their haircut. You don't have to sell a haircut. So success is not necessarily tied to that person. You don't have to sell a haircut. With fitness, that manager is going to be very adept at training, of course, and selling, client acquisition. And if you can't find someone who's good in that role and also good at selling, your club is going to suffer. So if you are running passively and you have ongoing problems finding the fit for this role, your passive business just became very hands-on and a huge headache. Now, we've also found some negative feedback on unhappyfranchisee.com. I'm going to post the link to that page down below in the description box if you would like to visit and research further. Now, keep in mind, again, I'm going to tell you there's many more happy franchisees than unhappy, but these comments do provide us with some red flags that can help us direct our future research. These complaints speak to the fact that actual ownership may not be as easy as claimed. Also, that corporate may be taking more money than they should. This comment speaks to the fact their real estate team might be unqualified. That Anytime Fitness did not properly disclose earnings of their clubs and that support is poor. This owner suggests they're being forced to pay $60,000 after only 5 years to completely remodel their club, and they are drowning in debt. And this prospective franchisee who's looking at Anytime Fitness suggests they did not allow them to speak to other owners and that the fees are ridiculous. Now, there's over 81 comments, both good and bad, and will certainly be of interest to anyone who wants to see both sides of the story who's considering Anytime Fitness. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you need help finding or researching your franchise purchase, give us a call at Franchise City. Thanks for watching.